So welcome back to another episode, and welcome back to Kim being on the show after not being on for 4 months. And that's not because we don't like him, but time sometimes goes by, we get busy, Kim's playing games, things happen, then all of a sudden we're like, let's make an episode together.
4 months.
4 months, crazy.
I'm always here.
She's always here. She hasn't left. And before we begin, I'll ask you guys, what are you playing? Let us know down below in the comment section. And Kim's been playing a few games. I've been playing a few games. First of all, congratulations. Big round of applause for Kim. Kim has finished every single Dragon Quest game that is available, that is out there. The main series, including Swords. But she just finished Dragon Quest 3. It took a long time. It just was one of those ones that went on and on and on.
It wouldn't end. It was the game that never ends.
Yeah, so what do you think? You finished that. We're going to rank all the Dragon Quest games in the future. That's going to be a big video to do. So Its own thing. But what did you think of Dragon Quest 3 without any spoilers?
I enjoyed that it was a trilogy.
Yes.
Right? 1, 2, and 3 was a trilogy. In this one, I found that it was definitely the blueprints of all the rest of the Dragon Quest, right?
Yeah.
The first one was you're just playing as a single player. The second one, they introduced characters. And then finally, you got more things in the third, such as you can create characters to add into your party. Love that idea.
Yeah.
Not only that, you can change your vocation in this.
Yes, as well.
Yeah, so that was a lot of fun.
And so, what's like one of the highlight moments of the game? Something you're like, you know what, I like this?
I thought it was really cute that I could put on a cat suit.
That's too funny.
Something about putting characters into different outfits I've always enjoyed. Like, I want to see what they're wearing. And sure enough, my witch was wearing a cat suit the entire time.
I know. Kim was like, I gotta capture this footage, and I'm like, what? I'm like, what is this? I'm like, this is too funny. I won't spoil it, but they are remaking Dragon Quest 3, which looks really, really amazing. And Dragon Quest 3 is a very special one, and I won't say why, because I've said it before and I got roasted. I was like, oh, I shouldn't have said that in another video, because I kind of ruined it. So that's why I'm really big with spoilers. I won't spoil anything at all. But yeah, Dragon Quest 3 is good. It's just very grindy, eh? It's just
like you're still fighting every 5 seconds. It just never ends. But that's what happens with these older games, right? It's what you did. You played them over and over again. You had to wait years for something to come out.
Yeah.
So I understood it, but at the same time, I was getting like, I just want to go. I just want to play.
Yeah, and Kim played this version right here, the 1 to 3 that's on the Switch, a game that I reviewed, and I didn't review highly. I said it was not very good. But it was a very accessible way to play 3, and that's why Kim did it that way, and all of that. But Kim has moved on to something else now.
Something bigger. Something bigger
in scope, because the third game is coming out real soon in the next bunch of months. Kim, what are you playing?
Xenoblade Chronicles 2.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. I'm back in it, baby.
I know. Kim is just like this on the Switch every night. I'm like, oh, it's begun again. And what's so funny, I gotta say this for you. I said to Kim, how many hours into the game are you? And she's like, oh, just a couple. And then all of a sudden, I look at her save, it's like 26 hours. It's like 2 hours is 26 hours to Kim.
In my head, yeah. I mean, like, you're just grinding away. You're having fun. You realize that 2 hours turns into 26.
What do you think of the game so far?
It's very good. I mean, it's a lot bigger, I find. A lot more you can do. The world itself is awesome. And spoiler alert, the Titans are alive in this game.
Yes.
Whereas before they were more dormant, where these ones you're living on them. So the battle is that you're fighting to keep land, really. But unfortunately, these Titans die, and so that's why that's going. Yeah,
and that's one thing that's going to be said is that these two games, Xenoblade Chronicles 1 and 2, have a lot of similar style of things, but they're different games.
But they're different. They're their own.
I know, and that's what a lot of people don't know. They think, oh, it's going to be a sequel.
Yeah. No.
And in a way, you get a lot of the same stuff again.
Yes.
It's spiritual.
But they have expanded on something which I find very unique is the blades.
Right.
So now it's kind of like your weapon itself is alive.
Right.
And it's really cool.
It's
cool.
fun to like collect the blades and do all of that kinds of stuff, and that's why I see Kim in the other room creating blades and going, oh my god, like this is so cool, and all of that. What do you think of the combat compared to the first game?
I mean, the blades help. It makes it interesting. It feels like there's a lot going on because it's your character, the other characters, plus their blades.
Yeah.
So it can get kind of busy on the screen,
Yes.
per se. But other than that, the blade idea is really awesome. I enjoy it so far.
What else compared to the first game? Like, I remember you telling me about running around and one thing that was slowing the game down for you.
It's so silly, I know, but at the same time, very annoying. In the first game, if you're looking for items around the world, you just kind of run up to it and grab a little glowing globe. Where here, you have to stop, dig, say your little, hey, I found something, and then you continue on. To me, I find it very time-consuming, even though it takes a couple of seconds.
Yeah.
But you just want to go. You just don't want to stop and go.
It ruins the flow of the game.
Kinda.
It's going to stop, go a little bit in
Yeah.
that regard. But I'm so curious. We're going to try to get the game done on Kim's side before the third game comes out.
Yeah, that's the goal.
That's the goal. And I think you're going to probably pull it off.
I mean, if I just keep playing 26 hours
Yeah.
here and there, I think we should do it.
So right now, I know it's still early. Do you like it more than the first game?
I like the first one a lot because it was the introduction to the whole side.
Yeah.
But I think the blade idea is definitely winning me over.
Yeah, I hear from most people are always saying the blades is what makes this game so good.
Yeah.
And I agree with that
Yeah.
for sure. I'm kind of like you. I still love that first game.
Yeah, I mean, it takes time getting used to. You have the auto battling happening too,
Right.
which at first is kind of like you just want to hit buttons, but you can't. You gotta let your guy do his thing.
I know.
But that's why you have the special moves to make it.
And that's what's so funny is from traditional RPGs where everything
Yes.
stops. And you
Yeah.
just went from one that realistically is you stop, you get the
no.
fight sequence,
Yes.
and then in this one it's like, no, you're like micromanaging everybody as they're automatically fighting. It's a bit weird for a lot of people when they first begin and all of that. Okay, I guess I'll talk about some games.
What have you been playing? What have you been doing in your time while I'm busy playing on the Switch?
It's funny. One of them, Kim hasn't seen me. Actually, I don't think you've seen me play either of these games. These games are like, it's interesting. They're not huge recommendations. One of them kind of is. One of them is a massive disappointment.
What?
Yeah, I'm gonna get into it.
Oh, no.
Okay, so the first game that is not a massive
Okay, this is a
disappointment.
good one.
Is it's good. It's The King of Fighters 15. I picked this up some time ago, and I was like, I picked a time. I'm like, I'm gonna start playing this game, and I went in with kind of low expectations because the last King of Fighters they played well, but they haven't looked great.
Okay.
I want to say that this game is so weird this way because some of the visuals are absolutely awesome. Like seeing Southtown from the original games, from the Fatal Fury games, is awesome. The Metal Slug stages, fantastic. It's such great fan service for anybody who likes SNK. But some of the graphics at the same time look kind of like a real 6 to 7 out of 10.
Oh, no.
And some of them are really good, and so that's why this is a frustrating game. Visually, I'll say control-wise, fantastic. Picking Terry Bogard, kicking the crap out of people,
course.
love it. So I think this is a very good fighting game, but it's the year 2022. I wish they could get consistent with the graphical look of the King of Fighters, and I think there's been a few patches that have been released. I think it's really good, but I kind of where I expected realistically. It's a little bit better than I thought it was going to be. I'll say that.
Alrighty, what else?
Oh,
You love this game.
so for anybody who watches the show, I play or review games on the show that I think I'm gonna like. Because that's what I've always done. I don't buy a game to dislike it.
Yes.
Like a lot of you out there, and sometimes you go in with high expectations and wanting to love something, and no matter what, you can't. And I'll be honest, okay, I picked this up. I didn't think it was going to get released in this country. I thought it was Japan only, but it had an English option. I got it from PlayAsia, picked it up, it arrived, and that is Relayer. Here. Relay. You're like, what is this game?
Yeah, what is this? This looks like something you would like.
Well, there's mecha on
That's
it.
what I mean, mecha.
I love robots and machines and
Yes.
mecha from animes and stuff like that. Big fan. I love strategy games. This game is a strategy game. love strategy games, and then I saw some trailers, and the trailers looked really good, like really
that's
good.
That's how they pull you in.
They kind of, it's true. Some trailers can really get you. This trailer really did, and so I finally picked a point, and I'm like, I'm gonna put this in, put it in, loaded it all up into the PS5, and it started. And the one thing that is so disappointing off the bat, the cinematics of it, of the storytelling, are like low res. Like
res?
Yeah, they're really bitty looking, and they're all still shots.
Who still does still shots?
Well, I'm not saying anything. This is not a AAA game. It's a budget title for sure, but it's so budget that it hurts. And so, like, your first introduction to a game is the visuals of the cinemas, and so you want some like anime cool thing, even if it's not too long, get you in, you go, okay, let's start. But this drags on to begin with, and it starts telling this story, and it's so cliche and it's so average, and you're like, oh god. And the visuals are just keep on coming, and they're so lame. And I'm there. I don't want to skip ahead. I'm like, I'm going to give the game a chance, because I always will. I get past that. I get into the gameplay, and I'm looking at the visuals, and I'm like, I swear to God, the trailers made this look a lot better than what it is. You get your grid out there. You got your mechs here against other mechs here, and and it's just, it's not good.
Is it a tactic game?
Yes, it's a tactic game. And there may be some love to be had for the tactics in it. I just didn't feel it with the visuals. I mean, I don't want to be too hard for anybody out there who's playing the game and you're enjoying it. Great. It's not for me. That's what I'm saying. The visuals turn me off, the cinemas, of the gameplay, and I'm like, I don't know what's really holding me in. And it's the first time in a long time I'm going to say, I paid like $79 for this, and I really, really would love my money back. That's how disappointed I am with it.
Because the gamer is not
Well,
happy.
I'm still a happy guy, but I'm just this game is really, really disappointing. I was like, no, you're the chosen one. You're the chosen one.
Meant for everything.
Yeah, but I mean, so some people may enjoy this game. For me, it's going to be on my list at the end of the year. Most disappointing games of the year so far for me.
Stay tuned for that one.
Yeah, I know. I get no pleasure out of it too. I don't enjoy hating on it.
No.
I mean, I was going in looking for a front mission, and I did not get a front mission. I got a relayer.
Ooh, ouch.
Oh my goodness. So guys, I know I'm ending on a low note. But King of Fighters 15 is pretty cool. Xenoblade Chronicles 2.
Oh, I'm happy.
Yeah, Kim's happy.
I'm happy. That's what matters.
A lot of side quests are going on over here, and all of that. And we'll report back before Xenoblade Chronicles 3. So, anyways, guys, let us know what you're playing. Let us know down below in the comment section. So, anyways, guys, until next time.